College District number 511, final meeting of the present board here in the Performing Arts Room, 5:15 p.m. And can we have a roll call, please?
Nelson.
Here?
Trojan.
Here.
Udia.
Here.
Salto. Here. Goldsmith. Here. Blake.
Here.
Simpson. Gorski.
Here. And I believe we have a board member who would like to attend by means of other than physical presence, and that would be Trustee Simpson. Do I have a motion to allow Kristen Simpson to join the meeting by phone?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Nelson, seconded by Kadia. Vote, roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Kudia.
Yes.
Salto.
Yes.
Goldsmith. Yes. Blake.
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, now Kristen Simpson's now a member of the meeting, and I believe that brings us to a full board. Thank you very much. So, communications and petitions, public comment.
No communications or petitions.
Okay, recognition of visitors,
No recognition of visitors at this time.
other than we have media here. Thank you for attending. We do appreciate it. Sometimes we feel neglected. People are maybe just be watching us on YouTube. We do appreciate the in-person approach. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna, do I hear, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn to closed session to discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, specific individuals who serve as independent contractors in a park, recreational, or recreational setting per Section 2C1 in accordance with the Illinois Meetings Act.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Bob Trojan, seconded by Kadia. Roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Kudia.
Yes.
Salto.
Yes.
Goldsmith. Yes. Blake.
Yes.
Simpson. Yes. Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, so for this one, we just need President Spearman and the trustees, correct?
And Kerwitz.
And Ann Kerwitz. And I'd like to remind the media not to be recording this, okay?
Are they allowed to listen in?
No.
No.
No. So they got to go.
Attorney
Well, I
Perkowski.
just want to clarify.
Yes.
And I want the IT staff to evaluate that technology to see if it should be appropriated during the closed session, okay? All right, thank you. reconvening into open session under item G. No final action was taken and closed. We're at item H. Action as a result of closed session. Should I read this, Joe? Notice in compliance with the Illinois Public Community Act, approval of and/or authorization to execute an employment contract between Rock Valley College and Dr. Howard J. Spearman for the position of president of the college for a term of 3 academic years commencing July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2029, at an annual salary of $288,305.00 with additional benefits. A complete copy of the proposed contract, which the board will be asked to act upon in the meeting, is viewable by electronic link in the electronic version of this agenda to the college's website at RVC Spearman Agreement Proposed 04/23/226. Alternatively, available in paper copy form at the office of the president, Rock Valley College, 3301 North Melford Road, Rockford, Illinois, 61109. That said, is this the actionable item?
Yes, just
Under
ask for a
H?
motion to approve that contract.
Do I have a motion to approve this action item under H? Which is? I just read it.
Okay.
I'll second that for discussion.
Okay, motion by Nelson, seconded by Gidia. Discussion.
Yes, I'd like to make a comment. While I will go along with the majority, the consensus rather, my view is that the contract should be 4 years.
Any other comment?
I feel the same way.
Okay.
Same here.
I agree with 4.
Well, the motion is for this, and it's for the 3-year agreement. There's been a first and a second. I'll call the question. Roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
No.
Saltow,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Simpson was a yes. So,
Gorski,
yes.
I'm sorry, what?
I just said Simpson was a yes. Your voice didn't come across the speaker very loudly, so
Okay.
motion does carry.
motion carries. Thank you. I have the agreement here. We can sign it before or after we talk to the media about it. So, okay. General presentations, RVC, ADA self-evaluation, transition and prioritization plan update.
Greetings, trustees. I want to provide you all with a brief update on the ADA self-evaluation and transition and prioritization plans. One of President Spearman's 2026 goals is to develop and administer transition and prioritization plan in 2026. And then we're exploring the realignment of the ADA compliance and support for people with disabilities as we are on the eve of the RVC strategic plan refresh. The self-evaluation and transition plans are working documents that require revisions and additions to support continuous improvement. The self-evaluation plan is a comprehensive review of all programs, activities, and services operated by a public entity. In 2023, we did a survey, and from that survey, the ADA coordinator assessed ADA compliance of RVC, including policies and the physical accessibility of the key areas on the main campus. The ADA self-evaluation plans, once completed, had 48 recommendations. 20 recommendations have been completed, 15 are in progress, and 14 are still under investigation. Here are some of the recommendations that we have implemented. RVC continues to prioritize projects that will increase accessibility for students, staff, faculty, and community members with disability. The Transition and Prioritization Plan is a written record of the planning process for prioritizing and implementing the components of the self-evaluation plan. I want to highlight 2 examples of high priority recommendations within the transition and the prioritization plan, which is the Rockford Mass Transit District bus stop redesign and the Web Content Accessibility Guideline 2.1 implementation. So with the RMTD bus stop redesign, the goal in a nutshell is to move the bus stop over by Springbrook, move it closer to the building so that a person with a disability would not have a long, make the bus stop closer to the buildings where they wouldn't have to cut through the parking lot. And so in the summer, we were planning to do it this year, but because of other priorities, including the downtown campus completion, we will make a recommendation to the board on a redesign of the parking lots to move it closer to the building to make it more accessible. And we will submit a proposal to the board sometime in 2027. And then the second example would be the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines 2.1, implementation for digital accessibility. If you notice in the board packets, we're making a lot of edits and revisions to make it more accessible for people to read it, both on the website and within the board packets that we put for the public to view. We also want to share an important update regarding federal requirements for digital accessibility under the ADA. The U.S. Department of Justice has announced a 1-year extension to the compliance deadline for state and local government entities, including colleges like RVC. While this extension provides additional time, it does not change RVC's commitment to accessibility or the expectation that we will continue making steady progress in ensuring our digital content and services are inclusive and accessible for all. The compliance date for state and local government entities with a total populations of 50,000 or more employees has been extended to April 26, 2027. So that gives us an additional year to make efforts to make sure that all of our digital content is accessible. So the next step is to review the recommendations of the self-evaluation plans with the cabinet in collaboration with our ADA coordinator, Eric Brown, to finalize our transition and prioritization plan and to do it over the summer of 2026 for implementation in the fall. The ADA coordinator and the Digital Accessibility Committee will continue to prioritize our efforts to build a campus culture of creating digitally accessible content as we meet this new accessibility deadline in 2027. And then the ADA coordinator, Eric Brown, will prioritize self-evaluation of other campus sites, including aviation, the learning and retirement on Bell School, and other areas that we did not include in the examination in 2023 to make sure that those locations are also compliant. And then finally, to make sure that we are in alignment with the strategic plan refresh to make sure that we're doing our due diligence to make sure that we create an accessible campus for everyone. That concludes my presentation. I'm ready to take your questions.
I got the question first, or point. So the move for adjustment of the bus stop isn't the first time that's been mentioned before the board. I believe Rick Jenks mentioned it to us in part of capital plan and maybe some rerouting of the road. But thank you for reminding us, and we look forward to your future report on that, because it doesn't make any sense to me to have the bus stop that far out. It doesn't really. And then regarding the website, this is just based on my own day job. I found a tool for our website that will actually make old PDFs and other documents accessible on the fly and convert them into other languages. I don't know if it would apply to the technology we use here, but instead of changing the procedures for hundreds of people here on campus, you might take a look and see if there's a tool like that for fixing the stuff on the fly that makes it, and it's certified that it's accessible. So just a suggestion, not a directive, just a suggestion. And I'll start with Bob.
On the parking lot thing, the ADA, I mean, if it's a priority to take care of people that have disabilities, why wouldn't we do something this year instead of putting it off as long as we have? I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense. You got a disabled person who is at risk, presumably. Why don't we do something, even if we don't redo the whole parking lot?
And
Move
I
it
think
closer.
that's the important component of the prioritization plan, is ranking how high of a priority it is, which will dictate when we get to that project. So, at the recommendation of the board and in consultation with the leadership.
Do I want Rick to answer? I don't want to put him on the spot. Will remind people that Rick's potential solution presented to the board was actually redesigning the parking lot so that there's actually a city street that goes through it, so the city buses would take people all the way through. But correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
You are correct. We have not stopped the project. We are still working on the project. We're working on the design. I've gotten plans for the potential design. We're still working with our MTD to make sure they're okay with it, pull off, and all the other stuff. The problem is there's only a certain window of opportunity to bid these projects, and that's literally right now, because we can only do the construction over the summer because of the restrictions that we have. In addition, we have the perimeter road, Rock Valley College Circle upgrade, that is the CDB project. That CDB project was also delayed because of other issues, and so now they'll both be done at the same time.
Well, that's okay. I'm just worried about the disability one.
I understand, but it's a difficult call, but it's one that we have to make.
Okay.
Don.
My question has to do with, once a handicapped person gets on campus, and it seems to me we have a sprawling campus. And do we have anything that moves or aids people from going to from one building to another? That's my general question. But the other thing I would say is, it seems to me I thought I saw an RMTD bus stop right outside of this building, right in front of the. Am I missing something? Have they started doing that? And
I'll tell them, yes, you were missing
So there
something.
was talk like
The stop is out on the street.
sort of connecting.
There's
almost
nothing on the campus, like immediate ground, because they won't come and drive the RMTD bus that far in on our property. What they're negotiating is a deal.
So what we've talked about is RMTD will not drive through our parking lots. So the only way that I can get a bus stop close to the main buildings and not out on the perimeter road or RVC circle is to put a roadway, a true roadway in the parking lot that dissects the parking lot, which is what the plans are for Lot 7. And that is an RMTD requirement, and quite honestly, I don't want their buses driving through our parking lots. I would rather have them on the road to reduce the possibility for accidents. So there is nothing close right now. The closest bus stop that we have is outside of the HSC, and that's fairly close to the building. But if you want to get off on the Springbrook side, it is out off of the perimeter road.
Right, well, I'm getting older and somewhat more infirm. I saw the bus stop. So, that's why I asked. But, thank you for your answer.
And going back to the timing of it, you're going to time that with what's the proper term for?
The CDB perimeter road upgrade?
Yeah.
What you're talking about? Yeah.
It's perimeter road, but what's
It's called
traffic
it's technically called Rock Valley College Circle.
circle? Okay. Any other questions?
I have
Go ahead.
with the web content accessibility guidelines, and maybe it's too early, but can you speak at all to the way in which part-time adjunct faculty are being supported in the way that they are transitioning their courses, say on Canvas? Because I'm sure can feel, if you're not on campus a lot, you might not feel very adept at making, technology changes.
And for those who aren't aware, Jenna has firsthand knowledge and training online. So,
Thank you very much for that question. We have been providing what we are calling accessibility in action, some training modules that are available to all of our employees, whether they are adjuncts or full-time employees, full-time faculty, anybody that has to do anything with student-facing or outward public-facing materials. We are in the stages of actually one of the items on our purchase report today is securing some tools that will help with aiding in moving some of these materials to be more fully accessible digitally. So one of them is UJA Panorama, another will be UJA Lumina. So we're trying to onboard the tools so that we don't just have this mandate do this, but not provide any support, because we know how important it is to support not only our full-time faculty, but also our adjuncts. Thank you.
We also offer digital accessibility training. We have 3 modules, and the 3rd module is specifically for faculty that adjuncts have the opportunity to complete.
Great, thank you.
Tristan, any questions?
Nope.
Gloria.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, and maybe this is just a refresher for everybody, there are many factors that affect our decision-making, not only as trustees, but as staff bringing their recommendations, because there are a lot of local, state, and national mandates that sometimes tie our hands. But what I'm sensing here, and I appreciate here, is the fact that the safety factor is a priority for our staff and, for all of us. And I appreciate your comments and your information. It's very valuable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Isaiah?
No.
Crystal?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you, Mr.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Look forward to hearing an update on that. I quite frankly, you couldn't present enough on that for me, so thanks very much. Okay, entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the March 10th, 2026 Committee of the Whole meeting and the March 24th, 2026 regular Board of Trustees meeting.
So moved.
Moved by
Second.
Trojan, second by Blake. Okay, so yeah. Any discussion? Thank goodness. All right. Hearing none. Roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. Okay, we have action items under K. We have an entertained motion to approve claim sheet, check register, March 2026, BR 8366.
So moved.
Motion by Nelson, seconded
Second.
by Kadia. Any discussion on claim sheet, check register, March 2026, BR 8366? Any changes? Nope. Changes. I'm just going through my routine. Okay, call the question. Roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto, yes. Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes. Okay, and entertain a motion to adopt purchase report A, FY 2026 amendments BR 8367-A.
So moved.
Motion by Trojan.
Second.
Seconded by Toltau. Any discussion?
No changes from before?
No changes.
No changes.
Thank you.
Hearing once, twice, three times. All right. Well, John?
As we often say, but there are some fairly substantial expenditures here. These were discussed at the committee of the whole meeting. Questions raised and answered there. So I will vote to support the motion.
All right. And I just like to remind people at the committee of the whole meeting, we're under a threat of storms that evening, so we didn't shortchange any discussion on actionable items, but we did defer some other items to future meetings. So everything that's on the agenda for voting here, or most everything, except for maybe one or two items, were considered at the committee of the whole. Roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I'd entertain a motion to approve Report B, FY 2026 purchases, BR 8367-B.
So moved.
Motion.
Seconded.
Motion by Nelson, seconded by Blake. Any discussion? Any changes on this report?
No changes to this report.
Hearing no discussion and no waving of hands. Roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Say my name, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
if you did.
Simpson.
Simpson's a
She's
yes, and
Gorski.
Gorski's a yes.
Okay.
I'd entertain a motion to approve Purchase Report C, FY 2026 purchases, BR 8367-C.
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Blake, seconded by Kadia. Any discussion?
Well, there were changes, Mr. Chairman. We should probably have those explained.
Okay, well, okay. Is that your discussion point?
Yes.
Okay. Please explain the changes.
Sure. This was an item that I had mentioned at the committee of the whole meeting. This is for the moving, rigging, and storage services for moving the automotive program and collision repair program equipment from the previous Stenstrom Center for Career Education to the Downtown Training Center. This is being awarded to ARCO Machinery Movers for $30,000. That does include a contingency of $4,300. A bid RFP 26-04D09 received 5 proposals, which were opened on April 16th. We did evaluation of these proposals, looking at qualifications, experience, technical approach, insurance, cost, compliance, and based on that, we are recommending ARCO Machinery Movers. Any questions?
That is quite a spread
I
of
was just gonna say there's a big gap between all those. I was just
big gap.
No, there is. I mean, and I asked about it, and she gave a very detailed report. Plus, I asked Bob, since he's in industry and the like, and he says he's used this vendor before and had no input on this. And
We used Arco 25 years ago when I moved machinery from one place to another, and they did a great job.
so I'm good.
That was a minute ago.
Yeah, it is a big difference. It kind of raised the question for me, and
199,000, holy God.
I know. Any other questions on it? Thank you very much for the clarification in writing and here at the board. Nope. Okay, roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
So under action items K, we're at number 3, and it's a long text I'm going to read, but essentially it's BR 8368. Approved resolution providing for the issue of not to exceed 7,900. I thought this was the little thing that Gloria and I approved. $7,900,000 general obligation community college bond series 2026 for the purpose of increasing the working cash fund of the district, providing for the levy of a direct annual tax sufficient to pay the principal and interest on the bonds, and authorizing the proposed sale of the bonds to the purchaser thereof. BR 8368. Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Gloria, seconded by Trojan. Discussion. And remind us what this is for again?
These are for additional funds to help with the renovation in addition to CL2.
Hearing that, any questions? I believe we've discussed this a couple times.
Yes, we did.
All right. Hearing none, roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to approve FY 2027 tentative budget and public notice BR 8369.
So moved.
So moved by Trojan.
Second.
Seconded by Kadia.
Speak.
And Bob would like to speak to it.
Anything in your window that gives you concern from what you presented here?
No, not at this time.
Okay, thank you.
But you'll let us know when it comes time, right?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, thanks.
We want that financial record to be as clean as it has been.
I do my best.
I think John was waving both hands frantically. What's up?
I'm too ill for that, Mr. Chairman. Can you review again for us? If we approve the tentative budget for the fiscal year of 2027, are we approving the budget or what have you? I was hoping that.
This is the president budget that's going out for public notice for the state mandated lead time of
30 days.
30 days.
30 days.
There's still time to change it.
Yeah.
Well, I had suggested, Mr. Chairman, that the board might want to consider a special meeting to go over the budget, since the budget is quite substantial. And
We'll defer that to new or unfinished business, all right? We can take
Sure.
up the discussion then. Any other questions or comments on it? Hearing none, roll call. And again, this is to essentially publish the tentative budget for public review. You have plenty of time to submit your own comments to Ellen, if you have, and President. All right.
Standard process.
Okay, roll call.
Nelson,
no.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve BR 8370, BR 8371, and BR 8732 together. They are dual and articulated credit memorandum MOUs with Boylan Catholic, Byron Community High School District and Winnebago Community High School District.
So moved.
Motion by
Yeah, speak to it.
Gloria, seconded by, I'll give it to Bob and I'll let him speak to it.
I wonder if there's a way that that we could approve the staff from having to print out all these duplicate documents for each of these schools, if it's simply rolling over what we approved in the last number of years. Get rid of all this paper and all this extra work for consideration.
Well, you can request your packet in print or not, but we have to publish each of the different agreements for the public record.
Yeah, you can publish them all. It's just, look at all this. And then Annie says that it's going to be fatter in May. I mean, just a lot of paper and a lot of work, more importantly. I know it's a small point, but to me, I'll say.
You have the option of doing it digitally, Bob.
Bob, I make a commitment to bringing my laptop next time and asking Ann not to print out my packet. And
I love having a printed packet. I put it on my steering wheel when I'm driving. It's a lot easier than the iPad. No, I'm kidding. John.
I had raised the issue before of, and I want to turn to one of these agreements. Are these attorney reviewed or not?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Okay. That would weigh heavily in printing these things.
Any other discussion on, and again, the motion is it's been motioned by Gloria, seconded by Bob, to approve BR 8370, 71, and 72. They're all similar dual and articulated credit memorandum and referendum. And I don't want to forget the partners, Boylan Catholic, Byron Community School District, and Winnebago Community School District.
Mr. Point of order, Mr. Chairman, I believe I made the motion, and you let Bob second it and speak to it.
But I think I recognized Gloria and then Bob, and I ignored you. Sorry, I did. So
I don't think so. But you know,
Okay.
I've had my face slapped before.
It'll be approved.
I won't slap you with the Band-Aid on it. So
Once at a reunion.
call the question. Yeah, talk about feedback, two different types. All right, let's go with the vote.
Nelson,
Yes.
Ergen,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes, thank
Carries.
you. I'd entertain a motion to do our two running start programs together, BR 8373 and 8374. Running start agreements with Byron Community Unit School District 226 and Winnebago Community Unit District 23. So moved by,
I'll move it.
I heard a voice.
Yeah,
I did.
Okay, by Bob and seconded by John. Any discussion? Hearing none.
Kids.
Yeah, kids behave. All right, hearing none, roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith. Yes, that's me. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, motion to approve a fiscal year 2027 senior semester intergovernmental agreement, IGA, with Byron Community Unit School District number 226 BR 8375.
So moved.
Motion by Trojan, seconded by Isaiah Blake. Any discussion? I think the Byron School District wins the award for being mentioned on our agenda more than any other school district. So thank you very much. No, I mean, I'm serious. Thank you very much for the partnerships. Really do appreciate it. Okay, roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto. Yes. Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I entertain a motion to approve the application for permanent approval, Career and Technical Education Curriculum Associate of Applied Science and Industrial Systems Technology, BR
Moved.
8376. Motion by Bob Trojan, seconded
Seconded.
by
Speak to
Isaiah Blake, and Bob would like to speak to it.
I would hope the administration and whoever else you have to push to get this done, and get it done, and get it in, because I think it's a good program.
Well, I was told this was the brainchild of President Spearman.
Yes. And it would move from, once you approve, and then it goes to ICCB and then IBHE, the Illinois Board of Higher Education, for approval.
We'll make sure you keep a tight string on them. Don't let them go to sleep on it. Thank you.
Take as quick action on that as Bob did on advancing this motion today, okay? Which means 30 seconds or less. All right, okay, roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Persian,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes, Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Approve the update to the Rock Valley College Board Policy Manual 3, Human Resources, second reading. Before I ask for a motion on it, I know Trustee Nelson's raised some questions over the last few meetings on this. If you had time to review this, I know you had some you were preoccupied with some issues.
If the board wants to pass these things and they have problems, I will get to it, but I can't promise when. So I'll just, you can change board policy on a dime. And
Well, with a couple of readings, yes. But.
Yeah. Well, but I just will need more time to do the work that is necessary to bring an entire package to the board. I've already spent a few hours on it. But.
Not hearing a request to extend the time on it, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by Trojan, seconded
Second.
by Crystal? Was it? Okay. Any discussion? John?
Well, as I've stated before, I think it's very bad board policy to not have a board member active in the discussion of these board policies because they are board policies. So I'm going to vote no.
Okay. I'm not going to even comment on it because I'm trying to get Crystal and Gloria off to family events. So,
Thank you, Paul.
roll call.
Nelson,
No?
Yes.
Persian, yes,
Sorry.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes, Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes. Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, motion to approve the summer flex days for full-time ESP, SSA, PSA, administrative staff, and trustees, BR 8378. No, wait, we're not included in that one. We get all the flex time we need. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Gloria, seconded by Crystal. Discussion. Is this this is kind of, we've done this before.
Yes, this is an annual board approves.
On an annual basis. Okay. Hearing no other questions, roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Persian,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes, Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Entertain a motion to approve resolution honoring the retirement of Rock Valley College employees, BR 8379.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by Nelson, seconded by, what's that, Crystal?
Salto.
Okay, oh, we got our bookends here. I'm just, just making sure. Any discussion? Roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes, Blake,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We don't have a closed session. There's nothing to reconvene. I make a motion to adjourn the final meeting of the present board.
Second.
Motion by Gorski, seconded by Crystal Soltau. Any discussion? There is no discussion on the adjournment. So, roll call.
Nelson,
We.
Trojan,
Yes.
Kudia,
We,
Yes.
French for yes.
Salto,
of course.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Blake,
I
Yes.
know you spoke for
Simpson,
Yes.
Gorski.
Thank you very much. Yes, yes.
Okay, motion.
We are adjourned, and we're going straight into the reorganization meeting, Rock Valley College Board of Trustees, Community College District 511, April 28th, 5:15, well, kind of. This was the old script, I guess. Going into our reorganization, and I'm calling this, Joe, is this technically a separate meeting?
Yes,
Or is it a
is.
sub-meeting?
It is a separate meeting.
Okay. I'm calling the meeting to order. I just did. Roll call by Jenna.
Nelson,
Here?
Blake,
Here.
Salto,
Here.
Trojan,
here.
Goldsmith, here. Simpson,
Here.
Kudia,
Here.
Gorski.
Here. And I just want to do this by the book, since it is a separate
yeah.
meeting. We have Trustee Simpson who wishes to join remotely. I'd like to entertain a motion to allow her to join remotely.
So moved?
Motion by Nelson, seconded by Gloria. Okay, roll call.
Okay, Nelson,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson. Oh, yeah. Okay.
No.
Kudia.
Right.
Kudia.
I don't answer that right,
Sorry.
or that doesn't.
You're correct.
Yep.
You don't answer that.
And Gorski's yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Kristen's official. Joe, is that safe?
That's safe, thank you.
Thank you very much. Certification of audit and board members and policies by Secretary Jenna Goldsmith.
I hereby certify that the audit and minutes and policies of the Rock Valley College Board of Trustees are true and are kept in conformity with the Board of Trustees bylaws.
Okay. I'm asking for adjournment of the retiring board. I'm asking for a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Gloria and John, roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
We're adjourned.
We were convening a new board by ranking holdover officer, I'm a holdover, from the retiring board who shall serve as temporary chairperson. Paul, I now call to order the meeting of the new board, and I am calling for the election of the chairperson of board. I'm asking for nominations for chair.
Mr. Chairman.
Trustee Nelson,
Second.
seconded by Jenna Goldsmith. Any discussion? Oh, Kristen, did you say something?
Oh, I tried to second, but I didn't get it unmuted fast enough, sorry.
Okay. Any discussion? Roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yep.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What do we have? Elected vice chair. Well, I would like to, I'm calling for nominations for vice chair, and I would like to nominate Kristen Simpson as vice chair.
Second.
Seconded by Nelson. Any other nominations?
Here.
Gloria?
I want to nominate Bob Trojan for vice president
Okay. Is there a
or
second?
vice chair.
Hearing none. Motion to, or will advance the vote on Kristen Simpson. Roll call?
Nelson,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan,
Who were we?
Kristen.
Kristen,
Which
for
one?
vice chair.
Well, it was a yes. You got two nominees, is that it?
No, I didn't have it. Didn't hear a second for the second nominee.
Oh, okay. So Simpson, yes.
Okay. Goldsmith, yes. Simpson,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes. Thank you very much, Kristen, for accepting the nomination and the vote. Election of secretary. I'm calling for nominations for recording secretary or secretary, and I nominate Jonna Goldsmith. Do I hear-
Second.
Seconded by John, seconded by Gloria, so 2 seconds.
John went first, I think.
Okay, all right.
We'll let it-
Any
we'll let him have it.
discussion? Any other nominations? Hearing none. Roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Goldsmith. Yeah, sure. Simpson.
Simpson?
Kristen?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. I was waiting to hear my name.
Oh, okay, I thought you were holding something against Jenna. All right.
Kudia,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, appointment of the treasurer. I am asking for a motion to appoint Ellen Olson, our treasurer, which is standard practice.
So moved.
Seconded
Second.
by Trojan. Any discussion?
So-
The second was by Trojan by a close vote.
Crystal.
I thought he,
I think Trojan got one, Crystal got two.
I'll tell you what,
Oh, you
Bob
nominated.
makes the nomination and Crystal seconds it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, any discussion? Ellen, do you accept that responsibility? Okay, thank you very much. Roll call vote.
Nelson,
yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson,
Yes.
Kudia,
Of course.
Gorski.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, this one, I'm going to change the script a little bit. It's appointment of the attorney. I'm asking for a motion to appoint Robin Schwartz's representative, Joe Burkowski, as our attorney. Because, Joe, you have other people from your company represent us, right? So, but you're the principal, but I just want to make sure I mention your company's name in it. So,
Second.
Seconded by John Nelson.
Yeah.
Any discussion?
Hey, I have a question.
Sure.
I just noticed we have elections and we have appointments. Do appointments require a roll call vote?
They don't necessarily, but I'm going to go through roll call for everything just for the record.
Yeah, okay. I just wondered why,
Haven't we, I think we've always done it, and I think they should.
Have
And
a-
it probably corresponds with one of the board policies we approve without
okay.
looking at them.
maybe, okay.
And I'm trying to get through the attorney one because he
No, I
usually
understand.
speaks for hours on lamenting that we haven't evaluated attorneys. So let's get through the vote. So,
I agree.
Well, I'm willing to, I'll even stand to do it.
Okay, sorry. Let's go.
I shouldn't have brought it up. Okay, roll call.
Nelson,
Yes?
Wait a
Blake,
minute.
Yes.
Salto.
Hold on. We're doing the Schwartz vote.
We're doing our attorney,
Robin
Joe
Schwartz.
Prokowski, as representative of Robin Schwartz.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
just
sorry.
because he has other people sub for him, I
Right.
just not him,
I
necessarily.
just got
Okay.
distracted
We're
with
voting
everything
Robin
else, so we're good.
Schwartz,
Yeah. Okay.
not Joe,
Nelson is a yes.
because you are
Yes.
an employee of Robin
Right.
Schwartz.
Yes.
So we're hiring the firm.
Right.
Well, who knows, but, well, we may have
threw out
a
both
deal where we
names
have
to
to
cover
name a
ourselves.
guy, and so now we've done both.
Call the question, continue the vote.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson. Kudia.
Yes.
Gorski.
And in case that wasn't caught on the microphone, Simpson said yes. Appointment of auditor. I'm asking for a motion to appoint Sickage LLP as our auditor.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, well, motion by Nelson, seconded by
right.
Kadia then. Any discussion?
No. Give the bank.
I
missed the
skipped it.
bank.
I'll come back to it. Sorry about that. We'll come back to it. So Sickage, roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Salto.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson.
Yes.
Kudia.
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes, Bob's got me running in ultra high-speed mode, and these two ladies too. So, appointment of bank depository board chair asks for motion to appoint UMB.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Nelson, seconded by Isaiah Blake. And can you remind me what UMB stands for?
It's the old Illinois
something
National.
bank. Or is it just initials?
It's just initials, but they are, they're the ones that acquired Illinois Bank and Trust.
Okay, very good. Years ago, as an IT guy, there was a company, NBI, that I used, and all it was with nothing but initials. So I was just wondering what the
It's actually pronounced
Um,
That was a stupid joke. Keep going.
what a poet. All right, let's roll call. And this is on K, appointment of the bank depository.
Nelson.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Salto.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson.
Yes.
Kudia.
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we're at M now because we did the auditor. So adoption of policies of the board. I'm going to ask for a motion to adopt the policies of the board as they were amended just minutes ago. Okay? Not in any print or online right now, but as they were adopted, complete with that section adopted just minutes ago. Second, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion
Second.
by Trojan, seconded by Isaiah Blake. Discussion. Hearing none, roll call.
Nelson.
Hades, no.
Blake.
Yes.
Not surprise me.
Salto.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson.
Yes.
Kudia.
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes. Okay, then we're on N. Appointment of a Board of Trustees representative for the RVC Foundation. I'll make the motion for Bob Trojan, and I want to hear a second for it, and I'm not even entertaining a discussion on it. So-
Second.
Seconded by Nelson, roll call.
Blake. I'm sorry. That came out so mad. Nelson.
Yes.
Okay, now you.
Yes.
Salto.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson.
Yes.
Kudia.
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes. Now, I'm sorry, because this verges on and I'm a stickler for not negotiating stuff before a meeting sometimes. On the appointment of representative for finance topics at committee of the whole, I'm going to talk across the table. I'm going to ask for nominations. And feel free to nominate yourself for it if you want. You want finance again?
Yeah, I was just going to.
Okay. So
Offer.
Gloria is nominating herself for finance, and I'll second
Second.
it.
Second.
Okay. So there's a Gloria first. I second it. Roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Salto.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson.
Yes.
Kudia.
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes. And I'll do the same for operations. We're looking for a motion to operations topics, committee of the whole person.
Roberto, didn't you have operations last night?
Yeah.
You want it again?
Sure.
John's nominating you.
Motion to nominate Roberto Trojan.
I don't know what you guys did on that trip to become
French
so
and
buddy-buddy,
Italian? My
but
God, John, I'm impressed.
any seconds for that?
C.
C? Okay. We got a we, we got a C, okay. Roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Salto.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson.
Yes.
Kudia.
C.
Gorski.
Yes. And for teaching and learning topics committee of the whole, and I'm just, not that I wouldn't love to have Jenna back at it, but Crystal, are you interested in anything? No?
Not
Okay.
right
All right. So I nominate Jenna Goldsmith.
Second.
Teaching and learning. And seconded by Bob Trojan. Roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Salto.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson.
Yes.
Kudia.
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes. And the most valued, most important, most desired position of all, the Board of Trustees representative to ICTA.
I nominate John Nelson.
Second.
Seconded by Bob and Crystal. Did you actually second a motion for John? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's time for me to resign.
Roll call.
Nelson.
Roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Salto.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson.
Yes.
Kudia.
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes, I kind of like this bookend stuff going on here tonight, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Makes it a little bit easier for me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, setting the schedule of regular meetings at the next fiscal year. I'd entertain a motion and a second, but I'd like to have a discussion on it. So, motion to approve, anyone?
Second. I mean, I'll move
Move
it.
it?
I'll move it.
I'll second.
And Gloria second it. Now, the discussion is, we have some meetings that we're moving from a Tuesday, is that correct? Later in,
Well, November 4th is
Well,
isn't that
November,
the day
December.
after Election Day, Wednesday.
Well, November and December, we always move them because of the holidays.
I think
well, one year we didn't have a cow, and 1 year we didn't have a regular meeting. That goes back a number of years. But I just wanted to let people know that in November, because of elections, the meeting will be on a Wednesday. The cow will be on a Wednesday, correct?
Plus, we normally change them, I think, a week off because of Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Exactly. I just want the trustees
Yeah.
to be aware and put them on their calendar as such. Any other alerts that we should be aware of? Anything special?
October is the first one.
October?
First week of October. We usually do it
October? Is October our ATC month?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure we put that on the agenda. Which one do we do? The general or the committee out there?
Is the February, oops, sorry.
The regular one?
Because, we'll be celebrating.
We're honoring manufacturing month.
October 10th,
Yeah.
downtown. But for the regular board meeting
Okay, very good.
in October.
Is the
In
February one, will we
November?
be in DC? Is that the same one that we did last time, where we,
February is
that one, okay.
Right, and we already have a date set for our retreat. Unfortunately, I don't think we booked enough flights to Hawaii or Florida, Bob.
Again?
Again, we can talk about that later. So, any other questions on the agenda? On the calendar? Hearing none, roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson,
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Gorski.
Why, yes, and I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Trojan and his trip conference buddy Nelson.
Nelson,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan,
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Simpson,
Simpson.
Yes.
Kudia,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
We are adjourned.
Okay, it is, I don't know, it's 6:52. Are you ladies leaving for the next? We have a really quick end of meeting. I can finish it probably in 5 minutes.
Oh, sure. No
Okay.
problem.
Okay, so I'm bringing to order the first meeting of the newly organized Board of Trustees, and I'm calling it to order. Roll call.
Nelson,
Here.
Blake,
Here.
Salto,
Here.
Trojan,
Yes, here.
Goldsmith here. Simpson.
Hold
Motion.
off. Okay.
Oh, we didn't do it.
Right. And then,
I'll make a motion that she be allowed.
no, we got to finish this roll call first.
Okay.
Okay.
Simpson said yes.
She's not part of this vote.
Kudia,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes.
Here.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to allow Kristen Simpson to join by telephone.
So moved?
Nelson.
Second.
Kadia, Nelson and Kadia, and then roll call.
Okay. Nelson,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Salto,
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Do I do Simpson?
Yes.
Okay, Simpson.
Well, no, wait,
No.
not yet, but yeah.
Okay. Kudia,
Yes.
Gorski.
Yes. Okay, Kristen Simpson's now a member of the meeting. Communications, petitions,
No communications or petitions.
recognition of visitors.
Recognition of visitors would be WIFR attendance tonight.
All right, thank you very much. Any general presentations?
No general presentations.
Bob Trojan has some new business for us.
No, that had to do with this, but I do have
Okay.
a letter that I'd like to
Go ahead.
comment on. All right. So I received this text the other day that I wanted to kind of highlight to you all. This is from a young lady who's graduating next month. She has had a bit of a struggle through her high school years. After high school, jobs, housekeeping and factory work and all that. Well, she finally got herself on the right track. She came to Rock Valley College. She won 2 back-to-back scholarships. And so next month, she's graduating with high honors. She's a salutatorian in her class. She received a job offer from a Swedish American with a $15,000 signing bonus pending graduation and board certification. And she's very keen on helping through her efforts, how she got to where she is now, anybody that comes along. So I think, not only is it a student success story, but it's just a wonderful way of reaching out and seeing how your results, how you can affect people's lives. And I think to me that was very encouraging, and I wanted to share that with you all.
And Bob gave me a heads up to that, and that's why I asked you 2 ladies to stay, because knowing your family commitments, because I thought that was a great story. And he was going to postpone it towards his comments, and I thought, no, let's get it done earlier.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Great
Thanks for
story,
sharing, Bob.
Thank you. Okay, and knowing your schedule, you can go whenever you want. We'll just note the time that you leave, but let's go into updates and reports. Unless you have other unfinished or new business. Oh, you do. You do, though.
Well, just briefly on the unfinished business, I just want to put a little closure on the Manufacturer Training Academy grant. 30th, and we're focusing on some potential construction of town campus, if approved, which we discussed. Also, some construction with the ATC Technology Center, as discussed, but also potential remodeling for WTC, or Woodward Technology Center, under the cybersecurity. So we just want to make sure that you are aware of that as well, and that would be if we were approved. We don't know that we.
Could you let me know, or at least what the highlights are once you get it all done, summary of it, or the whole thing, or whatever?
And did you want to mention the tour today?
Oh, well, yes, I can do that. Today we had a tour of our Advanced Technology Center with Representative Tony, Minority Leader Tony McCombie, State Representative Joe Sanowski, and State Representative John Cabello. It's an excellent visit. We're able to share some of the successes of the Advanced Technology Center and provide them with a tour. They saw the different equipment and asked some really great questions. And so thank you, Dr. Goldsmith, for being in attendance as well. And I appreciate Dr. Stewart's team for being able to address some of the questions, how we connected with non-credit to credit pathways, workforce development, and career technical education opportunities. So it was a nice visit.
Great.
Any other unfinished business?
That would be it for me.
Okay. Well, President's update? Or is that where we're at? Okay.
Good evening, trustees, and thank you for this opportunity to provide an update. First, thank you once again for approving and extending my contract. I do believe in this. Yes, I do believe in this position, and truly I am honored to serve as president of Rock Valley College. Now regarding the rest of the report, following our March board meeting, it appears that Springfield has been a main attraction for me. On March 31st, I was invited by Dr. Brian Durham, the executive director of the Illinois Community College Board, to testify to the Senate Appropriations Committee. I was able to speak about the importance of community colleges and the pipeline for the Advancement of Healthcare Workforce Grant, also known as the PATH Grant. The following day, we met with one of our healthcare partners, OSF, to discuss potential healthcare career pathways. It was a great conversation as we brainstormed options between OSF and RVC. Subsequently, the next day was our Spring Professional Development Day, which you will hear more about in a later update. The week of April 6th, we had our Student Education Quarterly Meeting in the Leadership Development Institute. I was invited to speak during a Phi Theta Kappa meeting where I enjoyed sharing with students regarding my role as president of RVC. Next, I participated in a discussion with the Rockford Police Department and the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department on completing the RVC criminal justice pathway. By the end of the week, I was traveling to the American Association of Community Colleges National Conference in Seattle. During the conference, we provided 3 presentations, which were included in the April Committee of the Whole packet. My presentation was titled Expanding the Reach of Traditional College Customer Relationship Management Systems to Support the Entire Campus. Dr. Stewart's presentation was titled From Credit Collection Towards Career Clarity, Transforming Dual Enrollment Through Purposeful Academic Planning. Dr. Huntley and I co-presented a workshop titled Pioneering a Culture of Excellence in Leadership. And you have that information in your Committee of the Whole packet for April. I also served on a national commission for AACC named the Structured Pathways, which is when presidents and executive leaders get together to discuss guided pathways for community colleges. This meeting was more about reviewing the Resilient by Design framework and determine how to restructure the commissions to make a greater impact on community colleges nationwide. You may not know this, but Dr. Darian Pollard is the new president of AACC, and she's just taken the world by storm. Very excited, very much of an advocate for community colleges. Lastly, in regard to AACC, although Brittany Freiberg and I were both honored to be nominated and considered finalists in our respective positions and/or categories, neither of us received the award. On behalf of Brittany as a finalist for the 2026 Rising Star Managers Award and me as a finalist for the 2026 CEO of the Year Award, we thank you, RVC family, for allowing us to represent you in this space. Upon my return the week of April 13th, I was once again in Springfield, participating in Student Lobby Day. I also served as the Phi Theta Kappa ambassador for the Illinois Council of Community College Presidents. I helped to coordinate a statewide PTK All-Illinois Academic Team Banquet, celebrating with students, parents, and community college administrators throughout the state. The next day, I was back on campus hosting Parkland College at the Aviation Career Education Center. President Dr. Pam Lau and her team wanted to learn more about how to develop an aviation maintenance technician program. They thoroughly enjoyed their day, and following the meeting, Dr. Lau stated that there's no wonder why we have the premier aviation maintenance program in the state. Of course, this does not happen without a strong team, so thank yous are deserving for Dr. Stewart, Chase Buzniak, Professors Todd Morgan and Drew Hallman, Yukolia Muhammad, and Maylene Morales. I also want to share that I am a member of the Rockford Promise Advisory Board. This is a new role where we will meet 3 or 4 times a year to discuss strategies to improve the Promise program. Last week, they hosted a meet and greet with the new superintendent of RPS, Dr. Larry Huff, and I enjoyed meeting with him. I also look forward to developing an excellent partnership with him. There are so many more experiences to share, like Administrative Professionals Day and the Eagle Awards of Excellence, but I will leave them to the rest of the team to share. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you very much for the report. Leadership team updates.
Greetings, trustees. The culture. belonging across the campus and the community. I want to congratulate the 2026 recipients: outstanding faculty, Leah Carlson, Life Sciences Professor, and Dr. Beth Engel, History Professor. Outstanding staff, Takesha Lambert, Dean of Arts and Social Sciences. Outstanding student, Mohammed Al-Zubadi and Christian Carter. Outstanding community members, Victoria Butler with the Green State Credit Union, Harlem High School, and the Northern Illinois Center for Nonprofit Excellence, or NICNE, and the Teresa Paulette Gilbert Award for Distinguished Service for Peace and Justice went to Dr. Michelle Rodert, Philosophy Professor. Kudos to Lamise Diab, Cultural Excellence and Belonging Specialist, and the rest of the Cultural Excellence and Belonging staff, and everyone who volunteered and contributed to creating an amazing and rewarding experience. Third, Rock Valley College is hosting the Rock Valley Culture of Belonging 2026 Summer Conference in the PEC. Please join us for a dynamic experience as we examine the theme, Belonging in Action from Intent to Impact. The purpose of the conference is to examine the challenges and best practices to achieve cultural excellence and belonging, creating a healthy, inclusive, and accessible work and learning environment. The location will be in the PEC, the Physical Education Center on the main campus. It'll be Thursday, June 11th from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. and Friday, June 12th from 8:30 to 1 p.m. On June 12th, we will have the Dignity of Belonging Awards, where we will also recognize people who do outstanding work to promote cultural excellence and belonging in the community. The conference is free for attendees and is supported by a $20,000 grant from Healing, Illinois, and in-kind donations from Rock Valley College. And then finally, I want to congratulate Lynn Vu, Cultural Excellence and Belonging Specialist, for being selected as one of the honorary Grand Marshals for the 2026 Rockford Area Pride Parade on June 6, 2026 in downtown Rockford. That concludes my report.
Questions? Thank you very much.
Good evening, trustees. A couple of quick updates for you this evening. First, quick reminder to contact Ann Kurwitz regarding your availability for the May 14th certificate ceremony at 2 p.m. and the 6 p.m. GED ceremony, and for the May 15th graduation ceremony at 2 and 6 p.m. with your reservation of your attendance, and please stay in touch with her. There's a list of all completion ceremonies in the April 14th Committee of the Whole packet for your review. On May 6th, the Office of Student Life will hold its annual Student Leadership Banquet honoring the accomplishments of our Student Government Association and all of our student clubs and organizations. The event will be held from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Stenstrom Student Center atrium. Finally, the spring athletic seasons are trending toward the end of their tournaments, end-of-year tournaments. Women's softball, currently ranked 3rd nationally, will host the Region 4 tournament this weekend as they hold the #1 seed in the region. In addition, the men's baseball team is currently seeded #1 in their Region 4 areas and are likely to host their tournament next weekend, the weekend of May 8th. Men's and women's golf are also near the end of their regular seasons, with the Region 4 Tournament Championship being held this coming weekend in Bristol, Illinois. And that concludes my report.
Questions? Thank you very much.
Good evening, trustees. I have 2 reminders and an accolade to give this evening. Please note that the Statement of Economic Interest responses for Winnebago County are due this Friday, May 1st. Please contact Christine Lott, Director of Employee Relations, with additional questions. Additionally, as a reminder, please mark your calendars for Wednesday, May 20th, to celebrate our retirees this year. The event will be held in the Stenstrom Student Center atrium from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. We are grateful for the service provided to the college by our retirees. And finally, on April 2nd, we held our annual Spring Professional Development Day. The college would like to extend heartfelt thanks to Mr. Justin Severson, Professional Development Specialist, and Dr. Terry Wonke, Faculty Professional Development Specialist, for their collaborative leadership, organization, and expertise. Every detail of the day was carefully thought out. Our employees were able to gain insight, wisdom, and knowledge from sessions led by colleagues and community partners, focusing on the theme of mutual respect and community. Thank you, Justin and Dr. Wonke, for your continued commitment to excellence and professional development. This concludes my report.
Questions? Thank you. Do you do surveys after those?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Good evening. First, I have the enrollment update for you. Registration is open for Summer 1, Summer 2, and Fall. Since summer overlaps 2 fiscal years, I have updates for both fiscal year 26 and fiscal year 27. As of this week, Summer 1 enrollment is 3% behind last year, 1% ahead of budget, and 97% to the stretch goal. Fiscal year 26 year-to-date credit hour enrollment is 3% ahead of last year, 7% ahead of budget, and 3% ahead of the stretch goal. FY27 begins with Summer 2. Summer 2 enrollment is 1% behind last year, but 4% ahead of budget, and the stretch goal has been met. Fall enrollment is 4% ahead of last year, 55% to budget, and 53% to the stretch goal. I also have an update on our lobbying efforts. On April 13th, we received a quarterly report from our lobbyist, which was shared with Trustee Liaison Jenna Goldsmith. Highlights from quarter 1 include strengthening Dr. Spearman's visibility with key higher education stakeholders in the House and Senate, ensuring RVC's presence at major events in Springfield, supporting engagement around House Bill 5319, the Community College Baccalaureate, building relationships with key appropriations leadership, including the chair of House Appropriations Higher Education, coordinating with statewide community college advocates to support roll call and legislative strategy, and ongoing monitoring of legislation relevant to RVC. On Thursday, April 16th, 10 students, including student trustee Blake, traveled to Springfield for Student Lobby Day. They were accompanied by Dr. Spearman, Jen Thompson, Dr. Levinas Mohammed, and Alex Johnson. ICTA Lobby Day is Wednesday, May 6th. The agenda was in the April Committee of the Whole packet, and Trustees Nelson, Simpson, and Kudia will be attending. Finally, what would my update be without more awards for our marketing team? I'm pleased to announce that the marketing department won 2 awards through the 2025 Collegiate Ad Awards. The RVC Career and Technical Education Viewbook won gold in the Student Viewbook category. Gold awards represent the top 5% in the nation. The Your Pathway to RVC commercial won silver in the TV video advertising single category. Silver awards represent the top 12% in the nation. The Collegiate Advertising Awards is a prestigious competition that honors excellence in higher education communications, marketing, advertising, and promotional efforts across the United States and Canada. Entries were judged on criteria including creativity, layout and design, functionality, message effectiveness, production quality, and overall appeal. And that concludes my updates.
Any questions? Thank you very much.
Good evening, trustees. We received $100,000 from ICCB for the Access and Equity in Dual Credit project at the end of March 2026. It is effective from April 1st, 2026. The Access and Dual Credit project at Rock Valley College is a comprehensive initiative designed to dismantle barriers and institutionalize equitable access to high-quality dual credit programming across Community College District 511. The project scope is multifaceted, targeting both systemic processes and direct student support. Key activities will include streamlining dual credit enrollment and onboarding. 2, using the Canusha software system to house all enrollment and onboarding and advisory activities for dual credit students. And 3, developing and implementing individualized student success plans for all participants.
Good evening, Board. I have three quick updates.
Whoa. Any questions for him? Okay, go ahead. I just want to do you. Sorry, I just want to do you. I mean, you go through. You got $100,000. That's like a.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
You retired.
Think they're tired? Okay. Sorry, Rick. I mean, not that you don't help out too, but I like it when we're getting grants. You know.
It's always nice. Good evening, Board. I have three quick updates to present to the Board tonight. The first is a reminder or notification that Rock Valley College and the City of Loves Park have started the process of moving forward with the new Fire Science Training Center in Loves Park. The training site is just north of Rock Valley College's main campus and is located at 5170 Rock Valley College Parkway off of Riverside Boulevard in Loves Park. As a reminder, the college received a $500,000 grant from ICCB for the site work construction needed and for some of the equipment. Loves Park is a co-grantee and is receiving $300,000 of the grant that has been set aside for the site work and construction, for which Loves Park will be in charge. Rock Valley College will use the remaining $200,000 from the ICCB grant and $500,000 from a DCEO grant to purchase the equipment for the site. We are currently still waiting on final approval of the DCEO grant, and we hope to have the final approval soon. In the meantime, Loves Park is ready to move forward with the site work, allowing for quick installation of the equipment once we receive the final funding.
Thank you for your efforts in getting the grants. No, I mean, it's serious. I mean, I'm hearing 300 plus 5, but 2 and 5 for, so 700,000?
Total combined is $1 million.
$1 million, okay,
Yeah.
all right, so.
Yeah.
Well,
Seven figures or bust.
Not that 100,000 isn't good, too.
Second item, as the board may recall, the Stenstrom Student Center bridge turret collapsed while attempts were being made to repair the mortar between the stones in the rock wall. In the fall, we conducted a bid for the replacement of the bridge wall. Mike Harris Mason Contractors was the lowest qualified bidder and began work on the bridge during the winter months. The wall is now complete and a final inspection/site walkthrough is planned for Friday, May 1st, 2026. I am expecting no issues with Friday's review, and we hope to have the turret and the stairwell open by next week.
Hey, Keith, is there an equity, inclusion, and accessibility grant we can get to fix a bridge?
Finally, I would like to take this time to introduce the newest member to our operations team. Tim Tusted is, wave Tim. Tim started on April 20th, 2026 as our project manager. Tim comes to us with a large background in project management and has a strong IT project management background in particular. Please help me in welcoming Tim to the RVC family, and we're looking forward to being able to move forward with the many projects that we need to accomplish in order to keep our campuses looking beautiful and safe.
Good evening. I have a couple of things. First, I want to share with you that we are rolling into our audit season with preliminary audit work beginning in May. There will be a change this year. The questionnaire that was previously distributed to the entire Board of Trustees and several staff members will not occur this year. Instead, the auditors will be requesting interviews with at least 2 board members. Second, I want to remind you that in June, the final budget will be presented to the board, and there will be the budget hearing on June 23rd. Any questions?
Any questions? When were those interviews going to be occurring again?
They'll probably be occurring either May or June.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Good evening, trustees. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate this year's Faculty of the Year awardee, one more time, Dr. Dan Blumlow. He's been very busy this past year or so, having authored a historical account of Rock Valley College, the Campus History Series. Yet he always has time to support his students and his college community. We are elated that he was awarded this distinction. I would also like to highlight the keynote speaker from our Spring Professional Development Day, Dr. Katie Prial. She was able to join our faculty and staff, sharing about cultivating community with neurodiversity and mental health. She shared strategies for creating true inclusion of the neurodivergent community members and inspired all of us to live out our core values. We are grateful for the time with her. Thank you for supporting us and supporting that work.
Is that it? Okay, any other questions? No grants? Oh, Joe, any grants?
Sorry.
Offset legal fee grants or something?
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Okay, so I'm going to take the next few items out of order and our student trustee report.
Yeah.
And I would like to make this note. I want the student trustee report, I would like, please, thank you very much, under leadership in the future, okay?
So this will be my final student trustee report for my time. So a lot of things happened in terms of student government. Basically, this is a project we've been working on for the last year, spearheaded by me and my treasurer of SGA, and it is a tuition waiver, a proposal that was initially approved through student government with advisory from Ellen Olson and Dr. Pyer and my other advisors. And we had that unanimously approved. So basically, when fiscal year 28 comes in and about, that will be reviewed by the board. So I just want to congratulate my student government on being able to do that. Another thing that we did was we went down to Springfield April 16th, basically for Advocacy Day. And we got to meet with a lot of different representatives. We got to meet Steve Stottleman, and we got to meet Maurice West. And Maurice West, our state representative, basically had us on the pew and introduced us on the House floor individually, and basically presented us to the House. So I would like to thank Maurice West and all the other representatives that we met there to be able to advocate for the baccalaureate on behalf of Rock Valley College and the student government. And next, I also went to the Leaving Iowa production that was basically Jen Thompson's student production. It was an amazing event, an amazing play. All the actors did an amazing job, and I just commend the production and their director. So, but other than that, I also attended the First Generation Speaker Series with Yahara Hall, and basically got to learn a lot about her beginnings into college as a first-generation student, and some of the struggles that she went through being a mother at an early age. And all the vices that, came with being a first-generation student from Puerto Rico. But with that, I just want to say to the board and to everybody, thank you very much for your guidance, for listening to me ramble on sometimes, but also I'd like to thank the board for the opportunity of being able to learn and to be able to grow in my position. I never thought I'd be in the position that I am in now. Never dreamed of it. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. And I wish nothing but the best for each and every single one of you, including Rock Valley College. And that concludes my report.
Thank you.
So what are you doing this summer?
Yes. I applied for an internship with one of our our House representatives, Bill Foster, and I will be doing a summer internship for his office in Capitol Hill, June 8th through August 11th. So.
And soon after August 11th,
I will be going down to UIUC, majoring in my first pick major of speech and hearing sciences, and then later with a dual degree in linguistics.
I wish I had that much energy. Yeah. Congratulations. All right. Bob, I'd like to hear a foundation report if you have one.
Okay, a couple of things here. This Thursday is a CEO challenge. We have 20 of us who will be competing on 5 different events, pretty much all afternoon. I think the number of donations are somewhere around $75,000. So it's going to be, I'm sure I'll be able to walk when I'm all done with this thing, baseball hitting and golfing and running and whatever else. But anyway, we do have Jacob Urbelis, who joined us from Mercy Health about a week ago as our new employee there at the foundation. And so we're looking forward to good success and continued success. That's my foundation report.
Thanks very much. Any questions for Bob? Okay, and John, I'm going to team up ICTA with your trustee report and cap you at 2 minutes because I'm trying to respect the time of our media people up there who would like to speak to us at the end of the meeting. So,
Well, that makes me board member chopped liver over here, but that's okay. I will
That's
keep
30
it to
seconds.
2 minutes or less. I've already mentioned the last ICCB meeting, or ICCTA meeting, although we have, due to the length of meetings, we haven't had a chance to really go into it. But we are meeting again coming up May, I believe it's 5th and 6th. I am on the awards committee, so I'll be, I graded 2 things. One is a scholarship that's hotly competed or contested, and I would urge the president to come up with a nominee for next year. The scholarship is not a large one, but it's the applicants are all fabulous, and I'm sure we have a fabulous student or two who could compete for it on our campus. I'm also on the nominations committee for as regional chairman for the upcoming new officers of the ICCTA. And as of the moment, there's only been 2 of the 9 who have responded they're going to be there. So our chairman of the committee is hot about that. In any event, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to attend these meetings, both with the ICCTA and the ACCT Association, because of the font of information you're able to get. And when we talk about learning as we go on, this is the way to do it. Finally, we should have a strong presence at the national meeting, which is in Chicago. It's just very important to have a big representation of Rock Valley College there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. And you went 2:15, perfect. So I'll start with, hey, Kristen, did you have any trustee comments? Kristen Simpson, still there? Did she exit the meeting? Did we drop her off the call?
She must have exited.
Kristen Simpson, well, we'll say they exit the meeting at 7:30, but probably sooner. Okay, Bob, any other comments?
Well, I'd just like to congratulate the board and Dr. Spearman for continuing on with his presence as president. I look at it as a new page. Let's not look backwards and, let's forget about the past. Let's go forward, keep our eyes on the future, not on the past. And, congratulations, Dr. Spearman, on your contract renewal.
Thank you.
Jenna?
Yeah, just really quickly, I attended the first Tuesday lecture, which I like to do in person if I can. I've attended on Zoom as well, and it was Dr. Erin Fisher talking about the history of mental health and treatment for mental health, and it was phenomenal. There were tons of people there. We're just very lucky to have her, and it reminded me, every time I go, it just reminds me of the scholarship and the outstandingness of our faculty here at RVC, and the fact that our students are benefiting from that every day. It's just wonderful to see people practicing their scholarship. So kudos to Dr. Fisher.
And I just like to point out, I don't like anything secret in meetings. Looks like Kristen left the meeting at 6:55 p.m., which is about the same time Crystal exited, and Gloria 2 minutes after that. So we guess we could say all three of them left at 6:55. So. All right, as far as my report, I want to thank President Spearman for working with me on the contract renewal. I want to thank the board for allowing me to serve as chair for another year. I want to thank the trustees for accepting their nominations, really. I mean, because some people don't like work, and some people accept the nominations and they do a lot of work. I do appreciate that. And I want to thank Isaiah Blake for his service this past year, and I really wish you luck. And you got a lot of work. This was easy. Now you got real work ahead.
Yeah,
So.
it just gets better from here.
That's good. That's good. And I want to chime in on what he commented on Jen Thompson. Jen has directed me in theater before, and I've considered her an excellent director and an educator. So I want to thank her for her efforts. Okay, let's move on to personnel report BR 8380. Why do we even give that her number anymore? Do we need to? Since we don't actually vote on it. It's not an actionable item. It's just presented for information, right?
For tracking.
Oh, for tracking purposes? So why doesn't the Freedom of Information Act have a tracking purpose?
That's a great question.
There you go. See? Details, details. It's the IT guy in me. Maybe the project manager will appreciate that up there, Tim. So both of those, personnel report, Freedom of Information Act report, are in your packet. Okay, date of the next committee of the whole meeting is May 12, 2026, 5:15 p.m. The meeting will be held in the Performing Arts Room, PAR 0214, located in the Educational Resource Center on the main campus. And the date of the next regular Board of Trustees meeting is May 26, 5:15 p.m. The meeting will be held in the Performing Arts Room, PAR 0214, located in the Educational Resource Center. Now, Isaiah, you're here for that final meeting though, right?
Yes, I am.
Or will you be traveling, or you got things?
No, I'll be there that day.
To hand over the reins?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, do I entertain a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Okay.
Roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Trojan.
Yes.
Goldsmith, yes. Gorski.
Yes. Meeting adjourned 7:35 p.m. Actually, we had 3 meetings today, and we fit them all in just a little over 2 hours. I think that's pretty good. Thank you very much for your participation, and I believe we have questions from the media. Okay. And...